not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Boy, howdy shit, how the hell are y'all doing? It is Thursday, baby. Almost through with this week. Shit. Now, I don't know how much more we can stand in 1 week, baby. But we've made it through. Anyway, only got Friday to go, and we know how we treat Friday. Anyway, Annette Serrano was the first one to jump in, followed by Sam, Kelly 1313, and Debbie Capran, Franca Sailor. I'm sorry, Franca Sailor. Penny Hartleman, Pauline Hall, I love you, baby. Roger Hamilwright, Misha Chick, thank goodness for you. Dorothy Tyndall's here, Sammy Marcy, Jeanette Miller, Bruce Preston. Let me see, Teresa Hicks, thank you for being here. Irene Lambert, thank you, baby. You just, woman's on top of shit. Anyway, Kelly Harris and Jamie B. Bunny Griffin, thank you for being here. Linda Karsten, let me see, Haley Colquitt. There you go, Colquitt. Yeah, doing fine. Oh, wait. See there, you made the same mistake I made. Today's Thursday, Hallie. Today's Thursday. Well, unless where you're at, it might be Friday. Anyway, the Astro CEO is here, Brenda Leverton, Tom Reinhold. I'm sorry, my mouth gets ahead of myself. Anyway, let's jump on down here, because we got shit to talk about. Anyway, let me see. Gene Shanky, thank you so much for being here. Melinda Unknown and Denise Holt, thank you for being here. Hey, I told y'all before, I've been derelict in some of my duties, and I promised myself to get back with my shit. So I got mail. So let me get that out first. I got a wonderful card from Sonia Mimo. I'm going to go with Mimo from Los Angeles, California. Is a beautiful card expressing sentiment and condolences, and reminding me to take myself a little time and to make it through life's troubles. Anyway, Sonia, I appreciate you very much. Thank you, darling. I appreciate getting mail. Anyway, we'll put that over there. And then I got a package. I got a package today from an old boy that has been here for several years, and I've received several of those packages before. As a matter of fact, behind me is some of his work, and I'm talking about Dr. Todd. Dr. Todd from up in Wisconsin, Elkhorn, Wisconsin. He sent a really nice note of fuck Trump. That's basically what it says. You know, right here. It says it right here in this letter, amongst other things. Dr. Todd also sent, and this is what he's known for, he sent beer. That's right, beer. But not just any beer. Nope. The beer, this beer, in there, to explain all of them, I can't, is Antifa Oktoberfest. And it's, this is all from a brewery up in Wisconsin. Oh, Lord, the brewery company. I'll get it here in just a second. So that's Antifa. Now, if you look up here, you'll also see dark branded beer, Extinct Elephant, Labor Lager, Woke Beer, and now I have Antifa. I have the Resistance. This is an espresso stout for true patriots. And if you see I can't see that up there, and I can't hold my arm up there that long. Anyway, I also have a whole 6-pack, and I love this shit. MAGA tears. That's MAGA tears. And again, from the Minnetonka Brewing Company up in Wisconsin. Their frustration brewed for your inebriation. I love it. But as I said, he's Dr. Todd, and he also sent this stuff before, and I really liked it. This rock sauce. It's a medicine for rub on for your aches and pains, and another one called Stop Pain, and so to take care of the aches and pains, and just for kicks, some Girl Scout mint cookies, and so Dr. Todd, I appreciate the shit out of you for still being there, and I appreciate the shit out of the beer, and so we're gonna have beer for Beer and Bud Fridays. That's not all the beer he sent. He sent quite a bit of beer, and so I just highlighted the what he brought. But anyway, so what's going on besides, well, the flip-flopping back and forth on tariffs? We're not going to have tariffs. We're going to have tariffs. I seen that in the chat. Woke Mike's. Well, that's what it is. It's a daily shit show because they don't know what they're doing. The market has responded really well. It's going downhill all day long on this bullshit. First, he's going to have tariffs, then he's going to pause the tariffs, then he's going to do a certain amount for the cars and automobiles. We won't have those tariffs, and now it's the whole damn thing. He doesn't know what he's doing, and it shows. And it's just a disruption, a damn, throw a monkey wrench into everything. Just knock everything down and let's see what survives. But the thing is, we're talking about our country. And I'm not really wanting to, take a gamble on his bullshit. I'm sorry, I'm distracted there. I don't know who's in the chat. Anyway, yeah, and we can expect nothing less than what we're getting right now. Out of him. Hi, Miss Chick.
Hi, John.
How you doing, darling?
Well, I'm trying to catch up too. It's like you're running around like a maniac.
Yeah, it's been one of them days for me too. Just a lot I had to get done. Took up a lot of time.
Get it all done then?
Nothing that I wanted to do. No.
Oh, well, darn. Sorry.
I did get to take a walk this morning with my son. So we went down to a park and had a nice little walk around, seen the ducks and the geese and all that shit. And,
got all the important stuff in then. That's all.
Yeah. Feed the animals and, makes you feel good. Feed the ducks.
Little serenity
it's a
there.
racket, though. I think it's a racket.
Oh, do they sell the stuff to you right there too?
Oh, no. No. Just the ducks have figured it out.
Oh.
I mean, as soon as because we've done this several times before, and now when we pull up, they recognize the freaking vehicle. It's like, oh, there they are. You son of bitches. Mighty presumptuous of y'all.
Run right up for you.
There has to be, 150 some odd ducks and geese right there that, they recognize people. They know when treats are coming, and they all start coming towards you. So
they can tell a free meal when they see it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well,
so we're not going to have tariffs.
Or maybe we are.
Or maybe we are.
Maybe that's next week. Maybe it's next
Maybe so. Month. Maybe he'll dream something up tonight and he'll come up with something new tomorrow.
Do you know what we really have when he's doing all that?
What do we have?
We have interference with the stock market. That's what we have.
Indeed. This stock market's not liking this shit at all.
And how much of it's intentional, do you think? And who's taking advantage of it when it does the job?
Yeah, because it's well known that there's money to be made when the market goes up and there's money to be made when the market goes down.
And if you know it's going to do it real zing, zing, zingy, boy, you can make a lot.
Yeah. Now, that wouldn't enter into anybody's thought process, I'm sure.
No.
No. Wouldn't dare try to capitalize in on the misfortunes of the market.
No.
Who are we kidding? Yeah. They did. And you have to wonder if it's a little bit of manipulation, as Don Cheeto says. Yeah.
Yeah,
to manipulate the market.
a little bit. That's understatement, I think.
But boy,
Intentionally.
howdy shit. Well, let's
You know what
before-
tomorrow is?
what
Tomorrow is International Women's Day.
is it?
It
I should be spanked for not knowing that.
I should be spanked for not catching up and putting that in there with all those other protests and things going on.
So tomorrow's National Women's Day.
National Women's Day. Yep.
Outstanding. And you know, for such an occasion, we should have more women's voices on here.
Oh, yeah, no, that would be fun.
That would be fun. It would. Who could we conjure up?
Well, I only see one, maybe.
Hi, Bernie.
Hey, John.
How
Hey,
are
Missy
you
Chick.
doing, darling?
I'm fine. I don't know if you can hear me. I might be on the wrong device.
Nope, we can hear you fine.
It's a little muffly, but we.
Well, I can switch devices and come back in.
Yeah.
But International Women's Day, well, you know, I had to show up early as usual.
As well you should. As well you should. I'm just tickled to hear from you. Everything going well?
Everything's going fine on this end. We had sunshine today. Truly, truly grateful for.
Yeah,
And,
indeed.
Yeah, you know, just trying to wade through the shit, dude. That's all. Just
Yeah,
like
I know.
everybody else.
Yeah, but, well, I think everybody knows that you took a pause from this shit for a while just because it just got.
Oh no,
and
I'm
it
still
does.
taking a pause.
Yeah, it does. It gets. I was
I
talking
still
on.
take a pause.
Yeah, I find myself watching nature shows or something, trying to, get away from it for a little while because when you do this every day, it grinds on you, and it frustrates you, and it's not good for your health. But we got no
it's
choice.
not, and that's one of the reasons why I am taking a pause. But yeah, I just wanted to come in and say hi to you and let you know that I still love you guys, still support,
Well, we still love
checking
you.
in, still checking on everybody,
Well,
still
good.
around.
Yes, I still see you. I still see you in the
Still got
Discord
my
of the book
boots
club.
on for kicking, okay?
There you go. Keep those on because we're liable to need them. The way
I
this
know.
shit's going.
It's getting deep out there.
Oh man, he doesn't know
Oh
what
my
he's
God,
doing.
it's a fucking shit show. Come
It's
on. America fucked up when they elected this idiot. We elected a criminal, but everybody knows that now.
Yeah.
And so yeah, this is what we're getting. I hope that people who elected him are happy with what they're getting out of this
I don't think they are.
humongous shit show.
I don't think.
well,
think
gee,
it's. But
I wonder
a lot
why,
of them are
John.
still holding on.
To what?
Well,
We're sinking fast. We're in quicksand. Stop moving.
Yeah.
yep. But the people that I'm around are still of that mentality of, fuck you, I voted for Trump. You like that shit? Fuck you. That's it. It's a protest against, I don't know, intellectual, saneness
what?
or.
Here's the wonderful thing about America. You actually have the right to be fucking stupid.
You do. You do. And if you're absolutely fucking stupid, you still have the right to vote.
Yeah,
You know,
unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Speaking of which, they are trying desperately to take away our rights to vote with the removal of mail-in voting and the domination over the post office, which happens to
Right.
be in the fucking Constitution.
Yeah, he wants to
But
privatize
does this
that.
asshole know anything about the Constitution?
No. Donnie doesn't know anything about the Constitution.
That's the asshole I'm
he-
talking about.
Who?
Donald.
Yeah. Oh,
Donald,
he shit.
the dick
The dick.
hater.
Yeah. Boy, howdy shit. Hey, let me interrupt for just a minute because I got to call out. I want to thank you to Gregory Brown, who came in with a $20 donation and said, Elon has commercial airlines scrambling for their lives under another failed launch. Boy, howdy shit. And Peter came in with a $50 donation and said, 21st century suffragettes, Diane, Benaloco, Elizabeth, do a show with these brilliant ladies. Peter, I'm I'm confused. Yeah, that's not unusual. It will probably hit to me 15 minutes later who you're talking about. But anyway.
John, your audio's getting a little
Oh,
fuzzed out.
is that me?
Yep.
That is you.
Okay, yep, I know exactly what's going on. I can correct it in just a heartbeat here. And we should be back.
Yep.
Miss
I
Chick,
hear
you there?
I'm there.
Oh, okay. And I'm there. Bernadette, are you there?
I'm still here.
Okay. Okay. Well, then the sound got fixed.
Right on.
Anyway, I see somebody
We're
else.
learning.
We've got several people with their hands up now.
You do.
I'm
And
going to
gonna
try to
bounce
do.
out. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and talk.
Well,
just
I
wanted to
know
come in
there's
and say
somebody
hi.
here that would
I
probably
love
love
you.
to say hello to you.
Oh, who that might be?
Oh,
Yeah.
my sister. Hey,
My
sis.
brother from down under. What's up, Ozzy?
My sister from on top of me. How you
Yep,
going, sweetheart? I hope you're breathing better.
I'm doing fine today. Today is a good day.
I believe your condition is subject to weather, how good you feel on the day. It's subject to the weather.
It is subject to how good I feel, and the weather
Nice.
plays a big role in that. You know, sun came out today.
Yep.
It's warm. I'm feeling it.
Gives you a
Well, you
reason to
sound
smile.
good, mate. You sound good.
You do.
Thank
It's
you.
good to hear your voice on this wavelength.
Well, I
You've
miss you.
Mate, you know what? I don't think you're gone forever. I think you'll always be around.
I
I'm
think.
And
always around. Y'all just don't know. You
Yeah.
have no
I see you
idea.
kicking. I see you kicking ass in the chat as well. So
Yes, I
hey,
do.
you know, we know you're watching.
Yep.
Yeah, I see you there. I'm watching. Everyone behaves. Bernadette's
Um.
watching. Freaking ass.
Yeah. I got nothing to say. I said everything I had to say before the election, and ain't nothing changed about how I feel. But there's some
We
ignorant
didn't
people in
expect
this
that.
country, and you know, now we got to deal with that shit. So
We got to deal
Well,
with
what
it
you want
again.
me
And
to
this
say?
time
you
it's on
know,
steroids.
I told
hopefully,
you. I'm not gonna run around for the next 4 years trying to say I told you.
Mm-mm.
'Cause, you know,
hopefully,
we will.
Bernie, he'll be a skid mark on America's underwear in 3 years. That's
Oh
all he'll
God,
be.
I hope it
you
doesn't
know,
take that long.
yeah, for real, because that's
Yeah.
Well,
just downright nasty. Throw them fuckers out. You're supposed to throw them fuckers out. Don't even send them to the washing machine. Just throw them away. Go get some
that's
new
it,
ones.
mate. Bin them.
Yep.
Bin
Burn
'em.
them. Burn them.
Hmm.
But it's no. I'm so happy that you're fit and well, not fit, but you're on the mend.
I'm okay.
Are you going to be sort of hindered by this for the rest of your life, or will this go away?
Hey, we're all getting older. We're all going to be hindered by something, right?
Okay, yeah, fair call. Yep,
Yeah. So you
yep.
know. It is what it is, and you know we deal with it the best we can, with or without healthcare. I am learning and training myself to rebreathe, and it's not a bad thing. So, you know,
You're not smoking, are you?
smoking what?
Pieces.
Cigarette. I
I'm not
assume
going to say
you
anything that incriminates myself. Okay,
okay,
Yes,
okay,
it
but I
does.
assume
I plead the fifth.
You have to put a caveat on there.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay, doke. I love it. Well,
I
you
consider
know,
it
I
breathing
just hope that
treatment.
you pop in again soon, Bernie. I really do.
I love you, Ozzy. I always will. You know that, and you
Yeah,
you
mate.
also know how to find me. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. I know how to ring your bell.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, mate.
All right, enough
Y'all
with the
hang in
love
there.
fest. Let me catch up again.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We are just getting started with this shit, with the on again, off again tariffs. How you like that? Yeah, we're just getting started with this shit. So hold on
It,
tight.
it,
Gonna be a
I
ride.
can't.
Well,
I, You know,
It seems
it's
to be
every
government
day it
run by
changes.
executive order, John. It's all executive order, executive order, executive order.
Here's the
Where's
thing.
Congress?
The man has two brain cells. They fire individually and not simultaneously, okay? So one day he's on, one day he's off. He can't make up his mind because he doesn't have a mind to make up,
No.
okay? His strings are being pulled by everybody. The real president Musk rat, he's the one up there doing everything. So once we get rid of him, then we could get rid of the orange fucker again. And
That's
maybe
gonna
America will learn something this time.
I'm
We
hoping.
cannot continue to be stupid in the world.
And it obvious right now. And I think he's lost a lot of supporters with the bullshit that he's been doing. You know, the haphazard way of his counsel.
What's really gonna happen, John? He'll lose them when he fucks with Social Security, and
Medicare,
Elon,
Medicaid, yeah.
Papa,
And that's coming.
and all them get monies get cut off, and then everybody realizes that this shit is actually going to touch you too, no matter
because
how you voted.
Every time you hear him speak here lately, and I'm talking in the last week, everything he talks about, he's bringing up, the Social Security. Oh, look here, we found a 300-year-old person getting Social Security, 150-year-old people getting. He is playing that Social Security card, fraud, waste, and abuse. There, he's playing that heavy, and we know it's bullshit. There ain't nobody collecting Social Security at 300 years old.
Social Security on a real thing. Like what he's doing with everything else, when he starts shutting that shit off, people are going to take to the streets. And, you're going to have a whole lot of old people out there with their walkers and their oxygen machines and everything else. And, we'll see how far that fucker can run then, okay?
He won't be able to run far enough. But that's our power. That's our power. But it usually occurs when something drastic happens. And I don't think any of us really expected him to get elected again. Ain't one of us really thought.
America has always been reactionary. Anyway, we have to let shit happen first before we get up off of our asses and do something.
Yeah.
And without the support of the mainstream media, which is doing the wrong thing by the country. I mean, the podcasters and the people on YouTube and Facebook and doing all these things that you're doing now, John, the numbers are increasing on those places.
Yes.
People are looking for new sources of the truth. They're looking for sources of the truth.
Because mainstream media have been lying to them because they're bought by
they chase every shiny object.
High Republican donors, very high Republican donors. These people have bought themselves the White House, the Congress, the Senate, and the fucking Supreme Court.
And the Supreme Court.
You can't believe mainstream media anymore. They are bought by Republicans. Lock, stock, and barrel.
Yeah.
And sadly,
who was that,
what's going to happen is that Trump is going to crash the market in America.
He already
the rich.
He's doing a damn good job of that right now.
He's already crashing
the market. What a way to buy a company.
The market does not like its uncertainty.
But if you crash the market and a company's share price falls floor, you can buy that company relatively cheap. So people in good positions.
That's what I mean. There's money to be made.
Okay, because that's how we're going to change this shit. Look, this man is out to do damage. He is out for his sole purpose is to take care of him and the people that put him in office. Okay? That's all he cares about. He don't give a fuck about anything else except his own orange ass.
Missed your
voice.
Hey,
America made a mistake, and it's time for America to wake the fuck up and fix it. I'm watching y'all. I'm going to stay out, and y'all grow some food. Something that's going to keep your ass eating.
Get some chickens in the backyard. Hey, let me send out some thank yous to Wesley Wiseman, who came in with $5 and said, "Transgender mice traps is in the White House." I'm loving that whole transgender thing because it's not, and just because it has the word trans in it, that's where their brain went. Anyway, Richard came in with $5 and said, with Trump in the Department of Education, he's not running the Constitution through the shredder. He's using it as his own roll of toilet paper. Indeed, Richard. And Du Bois Lifestyle came in with $2 and said, and I agree with this, Al Green is a real patriot. Trump Vance are not. And I was very proud of Al Green. I wished it would have happened a whole lot more. And Du Bois Lifestyle came back with another $2 and said Republicans in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania should be disgusted. I think all of them should be disgusted. Every damn one of them have a reason to be sorrowful for their vote. They got scammed. They got, I don't know what it is. I don't want to cut them any damn slack. They knew what they were getting. They knew what they voted for. They voted for hate.
That's right. America knew what it voted for when it elected a criminal to be the president of the United States. What the fuck did you expect?
What did you expect was going to happen? Except turmoil. Let me,
John, I'm gonna say grow some food. It's better to be
I know you're on top of that.
In a desperate situation and not hungry than to be desperate and hungry too.
Yeah.
Grow some food. Yeah. It's not that hard. All right.
Food will get you through times of no money better than money will get you through times of no food.
Absolutely.
Kind of mixed it around, but it's the
don't depend on this government to save you from doing anything. They're taking everything away. All the safety nets are being yanked out from under the world. It's not just us. It's under the whole entire world.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. What's happening? It's not just happening here. He's impacting
I've got to tell you this.
Planet.
Actually, what happened in Australia recently, the opposition here seemed to have picked up on Trump's tactics. Because what's been happening of late is our government decided to spend umpteen $1 trillion or $1 billion on new hirings within the government. Now, the opposition is saying it's a waste of money, it's being spent on this, accusing the current government of wasting money and spending on wasteful programs. Yet, without the people finding out what these jobs are, they're all government sector jobs that they're spending billions of dollars on. Nurses, teachers, all that stuff. It's important to servicing you or us.
And today people. We find out he wants to cut 70,000 from the VA. 70,000 employees from the VA.
Who's that going to hurt?
Yeah, take a guess. Yeah, take a guess. It's going to hurt all of
your vets. Yes. He's treating your vets like they're the enemy. That's what he's treating them like.
Like he doesn't because he doesn't give a shit about them, Dave.
Well, then again,
he didn't give a shit to serve. He damn sure don't give a shit. He thinks they're all suckers and losers anyway. He doesn't give a flip. He doesn't give a flip about old people, sick people, veterans, your dog. It doesn't matter. He doesn't give a shit. He gives a shit about one thing, money and power. That's it. And he prefers just to have the power. He plays golf all day. People are hanging on every word he says. Are you shitting me? Everything that comes out of his mouth is dribble.
Mate, there's some good voices down there with a hand up. You want to?
Yes, they are. Oh, Bernie left. Bernie bowed out.
Yeah,
I'm sure I wasn't looking. Let's. I know Leo's got something to say here.
Did you get all caught up before you?
I got one more. I got Richard who came in with $5.
Not have something to say.
Hang on, Leo.
Indeed. Richard came in with $5 and said Trump is the embodiment of Shakespeare's meet the Twilight Zone. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
There was a couple of other ones that must not be popping in.
Wait. Oh, look. Yes, there are two more. Du Bois Lifestyle came back in with another $2 and said Dems who stayed home because of Gaza made a mistake. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And T-Rock in the house came in with $40 and said, fuck Trump, Musk, and all the rest of the Putin fallators. Also, fuck the 10 traitor Democrats that voted for censure of Al Green. Save a Jeep, crap on a Tesla. There you go. And that is who said the beer. The beer.
Oh,
T-Rock, I love the beer. I love that you're still here. I love that. Yeah, and just I'm smiling, brother. I'm smiling. Thank you so much for that. That was that brightened my day. It really did. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. So anyway, Leo, I'm sorry.
I'm right here, brother.
All right, how you doing?
A message to all of us from our brother, Reverend Al Green. I want to stay together. Love
In-
you.
Yeah, what was the song they were singing, Leo? What was the song they were singing in the well there?
Too good on here.
What happened there, Dave?
They were singing. They got together and had a sing along, didn't they? In the well,
Well,
in
every
the
now and then.
no,
But,
in the when they censured Al Green, they all got together and sang, didn't they?
I'm not sure about that. All I know
they
is
were yelling
man,
USA, USA.
No, they
we
all
ought to
got
stay
together in the well. I don't know what that was, but they all got together in the well and started singing a song. And what's his name had to go to recess.
Did that really
They
happen?
wouldn't-
Yeah,
Yeah,
it happened. I didn't see all of it, but I heard about it.
John, but before we go much further, I need to know a thing, and he can do it in a comment or a message or whatever.
All right.
Down there, without their hand up, is somebody named Stealth Tiger. And what he has as his avatar, oh, guys, that
I
is
see it.
a Weimaraner puppy.
You have an
Who
affection
can
for
miss
him.
that?
Yeah.
But now I want to go. I want to go back to Bernadette, and I'm sorry she's out of the room because, yeah, every now and then she and I have disagreed, but that's okay because she was dead on point tonight. One, they're doing their thing. Fuck them. To hell with them. There ain't one damn Democrat ought to stand up and say a goddamn thing that advances anything they're doing. Nothing. And they're doing it. But why should we help them? Why should we help them?
We
We're going
shouldn't.
to feel it anyway.
I think
No
I
matter
think
what
at
they
the
do.
State of the Union or with the little speech he gave the other night, I think after Al Green stood up, the next one should have stood up, the next one after that, and the next one after that.
They should have just.
I
every
wish they
30
would have kept it up and thrown him off his game.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
let's see the real
no,
Donnie come out.
No. You got Magic Mike Johnson in there. He had the gavel and he had the
He had
sergeant
a
at arms,
shit-eating
and
grin on his face
that's
the
how
whole
it
time
goes.
he was back there. I wanted to slap him, just slap him.
But Bernadette was right. Why help him out? Also, she puts her avatar. Goddamn, Bernadette, you got cute toes.
Nah,
Just a
You can.
point, you know.
you just
ain't
now
no big
you
Are
just
they-
now noticing that?
are they 10?
I guess I am.
Yeah.
But going beyond all of that, you were talking about the cuts, and we'll talk about another one that's dear to your heart and mine. But we keep talking about these cuts and these. We're cutting this spending. We're cutting this waste. We're cutting this abuse. Is anybody in this room against cutting fraud,
No.
waste, and abuse?
No, that's
Anybody?
the trick of the whole thing. He can
That's
scream that,
called
and everybody's going to
propaganda.
root for that.
That's called propaganda.
That is
And
indeed.
that's a thing to point out to everybody that follows me personally and also on the Biker Wisdom and Thoughts page. I posted a thing today. There is a group out there that will educate you on what propaganda really is. And it is a deep dive and it's a rabbit hole worth going down. Because that's what they're doing. They're doing the same thing that they did in Russia, Germany, North Korea, every one of our real fucking enemies. They are doing the same damn thing.
I think that's what stands out is Donnie Boys is using the playbook right out of Hitler's 1930s Germany. He's trying to
And why
destroy
is that, Johnny?
the Reichstag.
Because there's a lack of
Why is
history
that
being
bull-
taught in schools about the period of the wars. They're not teaching the kids about what happened and how war started and how war is bad. They don't have to talk about fascism or socialism or anything like that. They only have to talk about why the war started, why your grandfather died or your great-grandfather died in the wars. And that's not being taught, sadly. That's why they want to abolish the Department of Education, because, they want to create their own history to be taught.
It's the Department of Education. They're trying to pull it apart right now.
Well, it did it
Today.
again.
Go deeper. First of all, you cannot do that without Congress. Where the fuck
Normally.
are the real
Oh, he don't need no
Americans
Congress.
in Congress?
Leo, he don't need no Congress. He don't need no.
Yeah.
He don't need no Senate. He doesn't need a Supreme. He doesn't need anybody. He's the grand poobah, the almighty, the all-knowing and
Education
seeing.
was set up that way. It is constitutional, and just to pull it down.
Oh, there you
is
go. Bring it in the Constitution like he gives a shit about it.
I know. How dare I?
Yeah, it is. Hey, let me catch up real quick. Dumpster Diving Dragon came in with $2.34 and said, John, here's a, he left the blanks, but I can read between the blanks. I can read between the lines. He said, here's a fuck Trump and raise you. All right, baby, there you go.
Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. It's right there on the shirt. What else would I was going to? That's it. Oh, no, it's up on my screen. It didn't pop up on the thing there. Francie Ryle came in with a $5 donation. Francie, thank you very much. And if y'all know who that was, you'd be impressed. Francie is a very knowledgeable individual. As a matter of fact, you find her a lot on Stephanie Miller's show. And yeah, I'm tickled that she's watching me. Anyway. Francie, thank you very much for that, darling. I appreciate it very much. Anyway.
Did you see
further down that path,
on Fox News, one of the talking heads was talking to a Republican, and this Republican turns around and says, look, Canada, the tariffs. Now, listen, Canada's been taken over by the cartels. The cartels are, and he's spinning off this great, drug thing, and they're selling this. And then he goes on to socialism, and socialism is fascism. Let's get it right here. The socialism is fascism. This is their new propaganda. Going to your point, Leo,
because they're counting on them not knowing the difference.
What cartels? Tell me what cartels.
Oh, they won't tell you that. Oh no, they won't tell you that. They'll just say,
show me who and what you found. That one's directly to President Musk. What and who did you find? Tell me.
How much? How much is it? How much?
Yeah, we'll put something out of that. Like
told there's numbers, but we don't get told where those numbers came from or how.
Well, sure. Did you hear a bunch of on transgender mice? And
oh my God! Now let's go right directly to that, John.
It's all bullshit. What they're trying to pull out their ass. Everything he tries to quote.
Mice.
Yes. But it has the word trans in it. See, that's the key point there for maggots.
So does transportation.
Anything. They don't like that either, probably.
They like transfer of funds.
Oh yeah.
Only if they're at the receiving end of it.
Well, yeah.
And when they lose that's when they're gonna come out. When it starts affecting them, and it will. It will.
Oh, we are definitely
all of this shit that he's been doing. It's going to come back to haunt his ass.
Well, it's not just the people; it's the safety of the country. Like he wants to cut or kill Noah. Noah keeps you and your aviation and everything safe in the waters. That they are.
That's how come we know where hurricanes are. We get alerts on weather. It's a whole system designed for safety.
Get rid of FEMA and NOAA. What are you doing? I mean, you're just taking the country up to be destroyed as well as the marketplace.
Because he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit about this country, and he doesn't give a shit about anybody else. What really pisses me off on the world stage is he just cut off intelligence reports to Ukraine. For what?
Who is giving
For
us
what?
information about hurricanes? Who's giving us that? Guess what? One of the departments he's cutting.
Well,
Wake
they're
the
all
fuck up,
interlinked.
people. It's going to hurt you personally.
It's going to take
They're all
a few
interlinked, Leo.
before the.
What's that again, Dave?
They're all interlinked. I mean, NOAA and the Weather Bureau needs NOAA, and because they are the people that the Weather Bureau tell the public what to do. Go here, go for shelter. But NOAA is the ones out there tracking it all.
Yes, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
Yeah.
Just
One
cut 'em out. We don't need that.
We don't need that. No. You want to know what the weather is? Look outside. That's all you need. Just stick your head out the window. You know what the weather is.
John, that's not the worst of it. I told you I was going to go to something that's dear to your heart.
What's that?
Did you look at Pete Hegseth today and the cuts to the Veterans Administration?
Yeah.
Veterans right now
70,000.
are fucked.
Yeah. Again, they don't give a fuck. They don't.
Because
this whole
he had both birds.
70,000 cut from the VA. You don't think that's going to have an impact on veterans and their health care and their assistance? Yeah. It's going to have a hell of a care. It does on everything he's cut. That's how come they end up going back. He cut the, who was it? He cut a bunch out of the CDC, and now they're trying to go back because, some of them scientists were working on the measles or some vaccine or some shit. So they went to try to hire them back, and some of them ain't coming back. The same with a lot of other areas that he's made these firings in, and then all of a sudden have to go back and hire some of them back. It just screams that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're just willy-nilly.
Some aren't coming back, John.
80,000. Boy, howdy shit.
Yeah, but they're not all coming back. They're all,
Huh?
A lot of them are saying, no, we're not. A lot of them are saying, no, we're not coming back.
Yeah.
Because it's too unstable.
Yes, unstable. Yes, some of them that he fired from the CDC who were working on viruses and stuff, important work. All of a sudden, they went back to go hire those specialized people back, and they said no. Some of them said no, and that's what they quoted, an unstable work environment. Mm-hmm. You don't know if you're going to be there one day to the next because,
John, I'm gonna play moderator right now, even though I ain't. You're dinging that gong a whole lot. I think you got some catching up to do.
I got some catching up to do because Brooke Weatherly came in with a $5 donation and said, "Love from the North Carolina 2nd, old folks, my 100% disabled Vietnam vet ass," and I think that's what it says. And the other, me, a disabled senior, love hearing Texas in a great way. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it tremendously, and welcome home, brother. And Curtis Wood came in with $2 and said the Five Eyes Alliance is now realizing only 4 eyes. Wait a minute, I'm trying to remember what that. I used to know what that was. Five Eyes Alliance.
Huh? I can see. It'd get rid of us.
Get rid of it. Brenda, let me catch. Brenda Leverton. Boy, howdy, shit, my mouth don't want to work. Brenda Leverton came in with a $20 donation and said, "I want to show my heartfelt love to all this Blue Dot family. Thank you, and fuck Trump." We call it right out the way it's written. It's right there. It's a common thing here. In everything we do, because ever since this
man, who are you going to bring up next, John?
I believe I am.
Bring up someone?
What's that?
Going to bring up someone from down there, John? Going to bring up someone else from down there? We've got space.
Well, and I'm going to be leaving real soon. I just have a couple more points to throw in there.
Okay.
Just a couple.
Okay.
Bernadette spoke of another thing, and I would everyone to do it because we're going to hurt. If you don't grow your own, and I ain't just talking about weed. If you don't grow your own food, start figuring it out if you can. That's important. Going
You'd be surprised what you can grow, even if you don't have a lot of land. Container growing in a pot.
oh, raised beds. That's where
You
all
do
my
onions, tomatoes in
come
there, cucumbers, all sorts of shit.
from. Yeah, it's great. Now another one, and this was
Hey, Bones.
it was spoken before. What are we going to do? It goes beyond voices like John and I and Tennessee Brando and T. Brown and so many others. You don't have to be the kind of person who can articulate your thoughts that way and has the vocabulary to do it. All you've got to do is show up at your local Democrat monthly
That's
meetings. They all have them.
Yeah.
Go, support, and what you can do. Maybe you don't have the voice. Maybe you don't have whatever look. Maybe you don't have that online personality. But you can make cookies. But you can bring an add-a-dish thing.
Mhm.
There's so much you can do. Support that way. Support. I mean, that just makes such a difference. By the way, y'all might like this. In about 2 weeks, I may become the chairman of the Democratic Party here in this county. We'll see.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, there,
Well,
Leo.
we'll see. I think I got enough people coming where that's going to be the case. But we got to turn some things around.
That's how you do it. You get involved, buddy. And that's the best way right there to do it.
Stop helping MAGA. Stop saying, okay, we're going to bail you out with this budget. No, let those fuckers make us hurt.
I don't want to bail them out of shit.
We're going to hurt anyway. I mean, Gaza. Gaza is fucked no matter what we do. And stop thinking there's some savior out there. There's a lot more you can do than vote. But the one thing I'm going to leave you with is,
all right,
help where you can.
There you go.
That includes all
do what you can. Help what you can.
Doing what you can for John. John, my ability and what I can put out there just got a big upgrade. It's going to take me a little bit of time to do the whole learning curve thing, but and most of us know who John Herron is.
Yes.
John Herron wiped out my Amazon wish list, which included technical stuff that will make this better.
John's a nice guy.
If you can use your voice, use it.
Yeah.
Don't
or like
sit
Leo
down
suggests,
for
if
any
you
of
can
it.
make cookies and take them.
Mhm.
Whatever your forte is, be a part
And
of
if
it.
there's more you can do, if I hear the gong ringing back there again, go ahead. If you're on my channel, YouTube has finally starting to monetize. Facebook has as well. I have a PayPal that's listed on all of them now. There's an Amazon thing. Do those things. And it doesn't matter if it's a $1 item or a $150 item. Any help works. Whatever you can do, step up and do it.
Well, Leo, congratulations on your new, upgrade to your shit. I don't know what I'm saying.
We'll talk, and we will find a way to do more together, brother.
There you go. It's all for the cause,
I
buddy.
love
We'll stay
all
in
of
the
you.
fight.
I'm going to leave out of here. I'm going to share this
Thank you,
shit.
Leo.
All right, Leo, we appreciate you coming in and using your voice, buddy. And keep using it, buddy.
Okay. Y'all be good.
All right. And that's Leo Sahaki of Biker Wisdom. Y'all can find him on YouTube, on Facebook, and everywhere else you want to find your news. Anyway, he was right. Victoria LP82 came in with $2, said, appreciate all you do, John. Well, I appreciate that, Victoria, very much. And U.S. Army Combat Medic, thank you, sir, came in with $2, said, orange piece of shit ignores court orders. Who enforces them? Yeah, that's the whole idea. That's the whole problem there. Is he's ignoring them, and we're not, Yeah,
U.S. Marshal.
The U.S. Marshals, you would think. Yeah, he's pushing the limit. and ignoring court orders. But yeah, this is all. This is not going to be pretty when this all comes to a head, and we all know it is. One way or the other, this is all not going to end well. He's already done damage to this nation that is going to be very hard to reverse, and that's his whole plan. I swear, he wants you to shut up and drink your vodka. That's exactly what he wants. He's selling this country out to Russia every which way he turns his head.
You know what pisses me off is he turns around this week and gives. Well, Biden put there was a $1 billion deal or something you had with Israel to supply them with weapons and arms and crap. Well, Biden put a hold on that and said, you can't keep doing this, Ben Yahoo. You got to stop bombing the public and all this sort of crap. So Biden put a hold on it. Well, as Trump says, hey, we're not going to defend Ukraine anymore, and we're not going to give you $1 billion of weapons, he lifts the hold up on Israel. So it's okay for Israel to bomb innocent people and take a land, but when it comes to Russia,
no,
we're going to help them as well.
That's all I've seen out of him. Everything he has done to the EU, in Ukraine, in the United States, is all benefiting Russia in one degree or another. And some of them just outright. When he cut intelligence off for Ukraine, what the fuck is that? That's leaving men out in the field exposed. That's when people die.
Elon Musk is controlling the Skylink or the Starlink thing. That also hinders the Ukrainian army. He's playing God as well.
Yes. Yeah, he's got his thumb on the scale, and it's for Russia. Hello, Kirk. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I wish I was doing better. So I'm going to apologize in advance because I'm kind of pissed off today. But I think people need to hear this.
Apology accepted. Go ahead.
And this is a point that I've heard Aussie Dave make from across the pond as well, which is something that we've seen today as a prime example of political and money interest that have infected our political system. Okay? So we can all agree that people like Jasmine Crockett and AOC is the kind of energy and the kind of patriotic dissent that we need right now within the Democratic Party. So let me rant just for a second here.
Go ahead.
10
you got the floor.
Fucking Democrats voted today. There was a man that we all know by the name of Al Green who patriotically stood up and fucking simply said, Mr. President, you do not have a mandate and you cannot be taking Medicaid away from my constituents. And I'm here to tell everybody right now, we have a rotten fruit basket of Democrats within our party that need to go. We had Marjorie Taylor Greene and Boebert sound like a bunch of fools on the State of the Union by Joe Biden. Not one person stood up to fucking censure either one of those bimbos.
Nope.
And we have a guy right now who took all of the energy that his 77-year-old body had to stand up, raise his cane, and dissent to Donald Trump. And we had 10 of our own fucking people within our party cannibalize this man. And this is why...
For decorum. Fuck decorum.
Yeah.
Because the Republicans don't do that. How much bullshit have we seen under Biden that they have pulled in the House with fucking endless meetings, endless fucking investigations, endless bullshit to obstruct everything they could do? We need to play the same fucking game.
And you know what? Y'all might be surprised because we've talked about and praised this man many times on this fucking show. One of those 10 Democrats that fucking gave up a fucking seat in the House for simply standing up for our democracy was Jared Moskowitz. So give him a call and you tell him that is unacceptable as a Democrat to
get the whole list of 10 of them.
All 10 of them.
Express your displeasure with that because, I was blown away that there was 10 Democrats that voted to censure him.
You
Or
know,
decorum.
and after this State of the Union, we had
We're
a
beyond
Democrat
that
from
shit.
Michigan, Alyssa Slotkin. You know, she gave her little response to this State of the Union address by Trump, which, by the way, zero mentions of healthcare, zero mentions of housing affordability, zero mentions of veterans, zero mention of prescription drug costs, 2 mentions of the Gulf of America, 3 mentions of annexing Greenland, 3 mentions of Elon Musk, 5 mentions for tax handouts for ultra wealthy corporations, 6 mentions of the Panama Canal, and 13 mentions of Joe Biden. This was a diarrhea, worst fucking State of the Union address that we've ever had in the history of this fucking nation. And what does this woman do? Stand up in response? She fucking gives her emblematic limp dick faction of the Democratic Party response to this all, you know. And
I can hear you're fired up, Kirk.
you know,
You're upset,
A little
mate.
bit.
instead of actually dissenting in any meaningful way, the majority of these fucking federal level Democrats are complacently and respectfully letting themselves get trampled by the Republican Party. And her speech was an apex of this. You know,
Well,
Republicans
now
have spent
Kirk, did you not see the paddle signs they were holding up?
yeah,
Lame.
you know,
Yeah.
you know,
No,
these, yeah,
that was
they
embarrassing.
spent a decade. These Republicans, they spent a decade applying double standards to Democrats in such a way that forwards their agenda. And this is what the conservatives want. They want to shift us rightward. They want this country to be more conservative. And Slotkin's rhetoric was pretty much exactly what they were looking for. She performed like a submissive, complacent Democrat to the strong arm of the Republican Party and, you know, basically trying to further their agenda. You know, these people are doing no service within our party that are empowering
What
Trump
has it gotten
to grab
us?
onto more power.
What good? What?
Nowhere.
What did it do? What good did it do is to censor Al Green? What good did that do for the Democratic Party, or our message that we're polite, that we don't believe in speaking out when the president is speaking?
We're just
Are you
down
shitting
one
me?
out now, too. A good person is gone.
You know, and here's another thing. David Axelrod, who is a fucking Obama Democrat that served as his advisor, was one of the people that stood up and called fucking Al Green's outburst, quote unquote, which I don't call it that. I call it patriotic dissent, called it despicable. Are you serious,
I saw that.
David Axelrod?
I saw that. I saw that. That was.
What's
that was
Marjorie
bullshit.
Taylor Greene then? What
Again,
did
Yeah,
she
what-
compared? I mean, she
yeah.
said some worse things. She said some bad things.
Her and
was
Bogart
a-
both,
I
and
urge
yet they're
everybody,
still there for the Republican Party, still using their voice. She's seen her
So-
with her hat on. In
addition to the streets, I urge everybody to continue to call these Democratic senators up, particularly these fucking 10, whose names are Amy Barra, Ed Case, Jim Costa, Laura Gillen, Jim Himes, Chrissy Houlihan, Marcy Kaptur, Jared Moskowitz, Marie Glusenkamp-Perez, Tom Suzy, and you tell them, get the hell out of Donald Trump's fucking pocket. Get the hell away from your corporate interests and your political fucking, you know, interests, and start standing up for this fucking country. Because this right here, these are Democrats that are fucking MAGA. Yes, I said it. They are MAGA Democrats, and I'm sick of it.
Oh boy, howdy. Well, damn, Kirk, you are fired up, brother.
You got it right.
I'm
Well,
going to
there-
agree with most of what you said. You know, the response from the Democrats wasn't as strong as I would like to. It was acceptable, I think, but not what I was expecting, and neither was the dissent within the body, the Democratic side, with their paddles. It just screamed, we're just wussies. You know, I don't know, but I do believe in the fact that we have to stand up as a party, because nothing's going to be handed to us. We have to fight for every bit of this shit. And we have a lot, we often say, as you know, when Elon Musk is out there trying to hunt for fraud, waste, and abuse, hey, I got an idea. Look in Congress. And some of the shit that they get, the deals that they make. You know, every one of them should, on the floor of that Congress, should be wearing a suit like NASCAR with patches all over it telling who's providing the money. And that goes on both sides. That goes on both sides.
You know, Adam Mockler interviewed Jared Moskowitz before the State of the Union address. I watched it the day of the SOTU. And Moskowitz is talking all good things about how Doge is unconstitutional and, you know, congressional appropriate money cannot be fucking handled by a fucking unelected bureaucrat billionaire. He had all these things to say that we agree with as the Democratic Party. But the moment one of his party members stands up and dissents to Donald Trump, not fuck him. Are we serious, Jared? Jared,
Yeah.
are we serious?
Got to be a bit wary here because we don't know, because Donald Trump's crew told the federal court that no, Elon Musk is not the head of Doge, he's not making decisions, yet their statements to the public are totally opposite, that he's making decisions. And he's like, Trump was out there today saying, hey, you know, if they don't make the cuts, meaning the departments themselves don't make their own cuts, Elon Musk will do it for them. And I've got that on video, and if you need to see it, I'll post it. He said that Elon Musk will make the cuts for you.
He destroyed his entire fucking case in the courts because on his State of the Union address, he admitted that Elon is heading Doge. Are you serious?
Yep.
I don't know how you can say he's not. And now he's going to be at every. They're talking about having 2 cabinet meetings a week, and Elon Musk is going to be at both of them every week. Tell me he's not. He's not hell. Hell, he is the cabinet.
Doesn't he have a business to run somewhere, or several of them?
That can handle itself. He's got bigger business to do here.
He's got like 14 kids. You know, I mean, come on.
How many wives or how many mothers?
0 wives. Yeah, lots of
every one of the directors that he put in charge are subservient to Elon Musk.
They're billionaires.
Yeah. Well, whatever department it was, take one. They've already made cuts. Elon Musk has come in and made cuts. You know, where's the Secretary of Defense? Was said headset when Elon Musk is talking about cutting 70,000 from the VA, or when they're cutting out so many thousand from the CDC, or you know, where's Robert Kennedy? He's the director of that shit. No, he ain't got a voice. He's told to shut up and sit down while Elon Musk does what he does. And that is just take a sledgehammer to everything, cut everything out, the kitchen sink and all, and then just see what happens. And then try to go back and collect the dust and repair the damage.
Where's that money going, John? Where's all this money he's saving? Where's it going? If whatever he saved, I don't think he's saved anything so far, but let's assume there's billions of dollars he's saving. Where's it going? Where's it going to be used? Who's going to profit from this? What's going on? You know, accountability.
All good questions, Dave. All good questions. The first part is you have to show me the savings, and I don't believe any of the fucking savings that they're spouting now. Everything they say, you know, every time he exaggerates every number. When he's talking about Ukraine, he's talking about we've given $350 billion. No, we haven't. About $125 billion. It's still a lot of money, but it's, you know, he exaggerates the shit out of everything. He lies through his teeth about everything. So everything the man says, you got to take what, well, I was going to say a grain of salt, but shit, you could just toss it out the window. Let me catch up real quick. Keith, that's 12 minutes ago. Keith Thompson came in with $5, said, a known proverb, how will we know when the devil comes to us? Trump. Here in 24, 25, 2035 in America. Boy, had his shit. Hold on, brother. Hold on, Marine. We ain't giving up yet. And Silly Bebo came in with $5, said, a jar of mayonnaise is spicier than Slotkin's half-butt rebuttal. It was rather mild.
Yeah, it was kind of red.
And James Tripp came in with $5, said, with Trump's ego, they shouldn't play Hail to the Chief. They should play, oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way, which is what Donnie thinks of himself. And Blue Dot Grader Mark came in with $5, said, fun with words. Elon Musk equals lone scum. Play the song for him, John. Elon Musk could just shut the fuck up. Donnie could shut the fuck up.
Nobody asked you, bitch. I need you
Crank
to
that
shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow,
Yeah,
bow.
put some
Shut
sawdust
fuck
on the
up.
floor.
Shut the fuck
Let's
up.
go.
Bow, bow.
Anyway.
Got the dogs all
Let's
stirred
see.
up.
Huh?
That's
You know, and
I'm sure a lot of ringtones have been being used for that from that song.
I should have that as my
You know,
ringtone, but
You're spot on,
public
Aussie Dave.
something.
It amazes me every time you come on here, because when you have an unbiased point of view from across the pond, and you don't have your skull within this fucking media echo chamber over here in the U.S., it's clearly obvious to see that, for example, I'm sure you agree with me on this, these corporate interests are in the pockets of both parties.
Both parties.
That is the
most
fucking
certainly.
problem.
Oh, it's corporate. Yeah. It's corporate
built
money
around
behind
that.
both. That's like I'm going to say they ought to wear, and that joke's been made before, they ought to wear NASCAR suits so we
It's
can see
true,
where the
though.
money's come. It is true.
You're right, John. They should be wearing patches, or they should be at least saying, we are major
They should not
sponsors
be
or
allowed
major
to
donations.
invest in the market. They should have their money in a blind trust while they serve their country, while they serve their constituents in the White House. I mean, in the Congress, or in the White House.
Correct.
They should. It
What's
should
Con- what's
all their
Congress?
money should go into a
What is
blind
Congress,
trust.
John?
Huh?
What's this Congress thing? What's this
Oh,
Congress
it's a
thing
thing
you're talking
yeah,
about?
it's on paper. Yeah,
It's a concept.
yeah, it's a
Have
fun
they
house
made
right
any-
now.
Have they made any decisions lately? Of this Congress people?
Apparently,
Are
they censored
What are they-
somebody.
Yeah, they censored
Oh,
somebody.
right, okay.
They got together on that shit.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that was important. That was
No,
really important.
when it comes to Congress, here's my thought right now. I'm just so fed up with fucking 9 years, going on 9 years of this bullshit. I just want. Oh man,
It's frustrating.
You know
It
who?
is.
I'd hate to be an American
It
right
is.
now. I'd hate to be American under the Trump government. Seriously, because if I was walking around your civvy street and I was still Mr. Average, which I am, Mr. Average, I would be in a quandary. I'd be wondering which way to turn. Who's telling me the truth? Because my media is not telling me the truth.
no.
My print
Can't
media is not
trust
telling
right
me
now.
the truth.
CNN,
Who do I
fair
trust?
and balanced. I try to dig through most of my news. I get from my iPad. I go to sites and I read, other than listen to the bullshit on what they call the news, because it is they chase everything. And the prime example I like to use here lately is when the first time Donald Trump mentioned Greenland. Oh, that we ought to take Greenland. The next fucking morning, CNN was on the fucking TV justifying, well, what would happen if we take Greenland? Are you shitting me? Really? You justify his fucking ignorance by elevating it to the national news and discussing it as if it was something we should do? And that's what the news does now. They
Do you think
play
that,
up.
America is sadly conditioned to, I won't say violence, but I'll say war? Because if you were born
To hate.
in maybe the 60s, all you've ever, through your childhood to now, from the 60s, you would have experienced your country being involved in war or some sort of conflict. It's like, because the gun thing, it's a thing. The army, the gun, the invasions, the wars. It's like America's built around war, because maybe war is profitable. And while war is profitable, you'll always have wars.
I'm
And
getting
this
old,
is-
Dave. I'm getting old. I'm 72. So I was born in 53. All right.
Right.
What I remember and what impacts us now is what is under attack right now is everything that we fought for during that time. Civil rights, equal rights, just everything. All of the protests, all of the fights that we had for equal rights in this country. We all were involved in that. And then we got a life. We went to work. We had a mortgage. You got bills and all that shit. And now, fast forward another 50, 60 years, and they're attacking DEI. That's the big news now, DEI. Well, DEI is the result of all of that we went through back in the late 50s, 60s, 70s.
Yes.
The protest, the fight was to bring equal rights, and it took laws and regulations, and that to make a society or a workplace more diverse, more inclusive, more equal. And that's what
I
we
will
fought
start
for.
having faith.
Yeah.
I will start having faith in the Democratic Party when these Democrats in the House of Representatives start joining us in the fucking streets.
Indeed.
But
Because it
two-
is. It's gonna take that.
There
It's
were
gonna
two
take an outrage.
rebuttals, John. There were
At this point.
two very good two good responses by two other people who I think you had to be on PBS maybe or even YouTube to see it. But Representative Latifah Simon from California gave an excellent response to Trump's speech. You can find that on PBS, YouTube PBS. And the other one was Bernie Sanders.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
that's
So we did have people who did come out and do some excellent.
Yeah. If you want to know
And you
where
know what,
John's
Bernie
politics
Sanders?
lies, John was a Bernie guy. Right up until time Hillary got the nomination, I was all for Bernie. Because that's what we need in this country.
And Bernie didn't run because they all said he was too old. Well,
He's still here, ain't he?
You know? Yeah.
He's still here, and
And
he's
he's
still
still got
making a
his-
difference.
He's still got his faculties about him as well.
And Bernie Sanders is not in the pocket of corporate interest.
Nope.
Oh boy, howdy
No.
shit, look at that.
Nope.
Yeah, it's
That's
partly
what you
why
get.
he never got to get as far as he should have.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's exactly it. Let me. Oh
Okay.
Lord.
How do you
Wanted to
get? How do you go back to the good old days? Like, really, make America great again is nothing more truthful right now that applies to the American people, because what's happening to America now is not great. When Biden was in power, things were getting great. He had a great economy. I mean, Trump's there the other
It's a
day
slogan
saying
that plays into the racist, misogynistic, and all that other bullshit thoughts of the maggot of "Make America Great Again." You know, when the white man was, in charge of everything, and women couldn't vote, and they bake cookies and that's what I don't know what they think would make America. When was America great? When was that?
well, when you didn't have the big national debt that
Yeah,
Trump's raking up and all that, America was great under. Under the Democrats. Every time the Democrats have been in, your debt's gone down.
We are a beacon
Things have gone better for the country.
to the world. That is true, but we have still so far to go. And now it's like we're going to back up. Is that the plan here? Because that's what I'm seeing. With this, it's the kind. They use DEI because it sounds like, well, the liberal whiny crowd.
It sounds like it's helping the blacks. That's what they played on. Most people didn't realize that DEI was for the whites.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
And 75% of the whites are using
all
it.
of the fights that we went through for racial justice, for equal rights, for women's rights, for all of that. That all of that fight can be summed up in today's language as DEI. That rules and regulations that we have produced over 60 years to make sure that corporations and businesses and our own government play by the rules, give an equal
Fairness
shot.
and equality. Fairness
Yes.
and equality was the whole aim of the thing. Because
don't
you
like
didn't
the
go to
equality
university,
I don't like that.
because you didn't go to university, doesn't mean you're not suitable for the job. Because I know some people with a higher IQ than people went to university, and these people didn't even finish high school, and they got a higher IQ. I mean, You know what I mean? These
No.
arts degrees and bachelor's degrees. Go to university and be a doctor, be a lawyer. Help something you can help. Your
Yeah.
fellow man with. Don't desire to be a politician unless you're born corrupt. Then you naturally want to be a politician. But other than that, go be a lawyer, doctor, or something good. You know.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Do something that's going to benefit mankind. Anyway,
Yeah.
Candace.
Don't strive to work. Don't strive to work at McDonald's. Wow. Don't do that. Don't
Well,
let lower your
nowadays we have a
expectations.
lot of college educated people working at McDonald's.
I know. Same
Yeah.
here in Australia.
Yeah.
In
So,
Australia, we have the same situation. We have very well educated people working in fast food joints because there's no positions available for their expertise.
yeah. Yeah, there's no job market. And isn't that improving now? Boy, howdy shit. When you start thinking about all the cuts this man has made, all the people that have been fired and laid off and bullshit, that's hundreds that has a ripple effect all through our society. The stores they shop at, their house, their everything, their car payment, everything gets thrown in jeopardy. Anyway, on a bright note, hi Candace,
Hey, John. How
how
are
are you
y'all?
doing?
Hi, Candace. How's it going, mate?
Well, I've got a little bad news here because unfortunately, Texas, we lost one of our House representatives yesterday. He passed
We
away in
did.
the 18th district.
That's
And
over by.
he's the one that replaced Sheila Jackson when she passed away. So
This is
I'm
over by
kind of,
Houston.
yes.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, are they going to do a special election on that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Because
going to take a
I
couple
mean,
months though,
Yeah, it'll be a
right.
little.
but I believe that's what they'll do is have a special election. I have a pretty
Okay.
good confidence it's going to remain blue
Me
because of
too,
the
with it
area
being
it's in.
Houston.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
around Houston. It's blue. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And then I find the irony that the Veterans March is on the 14th, the same day that the budget's due.
Huh.
the
So this
yeah.
should be interesting. That should be an interesting. If they're going to protest Washington, that's going to be real interesting.
I think that's what we've got
Well,
left.
you got on that point alone, Candace. Is the fact is that I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to bring it up as a point in the show at some point. We've got to be very careful that you don't get led into having any protest that becomes unruly because Trump
Exactly.
is only waiting for one reason to have martial law, and it'd be the littlest
Yeah,
reason
don't
in the
think he's
world. That's
not.
all he needs.
Yeah,
Speaking
And
of
what
which,
but
they were
we have to
singing,
be
what
extremely
they were
careful.
singing,
Go
what they
ahead,
were
Candace.
singing on the House floor is "We Shall Overcome," like they did in the
Was it?
60s. Yes.
Okay, excellent. It was quite. I laughed. I had to have a laugh because Johnson couldn't stop him.
Well, because that's what he was singing. That's what he said in his speech before they censored him. He did about an hour speech. Al Green did, and
Yep.
that's what he said. He said, the people, the officers that escorted me out. He said you know, they were not harmful. They were polite to me. He said I just walked out,
Mm,
remembering my days in the '60s, and walked myself out singing "We Shall Overcome."
there
And
you go.
that's why he said that. I think that's why they started singing it with him on the House floor when they censored him. Yeah,
Oh, they were
and
singing when.
so
Yes, I did see that. The censor after the censure, right?
yes,
Yes,
yes.
right,
yes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they did
Yeah.
yeah.
because it's what he brought up in his speech before they censored him. Because they gave him 60 minutes to speak to his rebuttal, and it's on PBS YouTube. You can see his whole speech
I
that he
did
gave
not get to
before they
see it, so
censored him.
I might go
I
back and
sent it
look
to
at
you
that.
personally, honey. I sent it
All
to you
right,
personally today.
all right.
It's in your okay. It's good.
I'll have to watch it. Yeah,
Trouble is, he's not getting the media airplay that he deserves with that speech because it's
He
not going to be
won't.
played on CNN
He
or
won't
Fox.
because of his color. He won't because of his history. He won't because he was part of the civil rights movement back in the 60s. He's not going to get it, Aussie.
No.
Well, we
that's a
can
shame.
spread it around. We can share
But
it.
we can spread it around and share it. You dang right.
It's on
Yep.
YouTube.
I'm going to watch it. It must have been a fiery speech.
It
Well,
was.
Midas
I
Touch,
mean, it'll
Midas
get
Touch have
you.
got it.
It'll get you going. It'll be like, yes,
Good.
finally, a Democrat is speaking what we all need to be doing.
I
That's
was
why they
I was
censored him,
pumped when
John,
he
because
was
it's not
standing
good
up
for
there
corporate.
shaking his cane. That's the most pumped I was during the whole freaking shit show. Was in that
And I
moment.
agree with you, John. Why didn't they, every time he told a lie, why didn't one more Republican stand
One
up and say,
more.
you
Stand
lied,
up.
get escorted out? The
Yep.
next slide, the next one
Yep.
pop up, say, you lie, get escorted out. Why didn't they all take their turns
They should
instead of
have
sitting
done
there acting like
exactly
they were,
that. Because
they
that
look
would have
like
brought
they're
out the
sitting there
real
buying
Donnie.
they're holding up panels looking like they're buying freaking art.
Yeah, like they're bidding on something. I don't know. Yeah, I
Playing
was
ping.
really quite disappointed with the response of just the paddles with the, yeah. We're too damn
Pretty,
polite.
it was pretty
We're too
weak.
damn
And
polite. That's how come they censored out
No.
that we had 10 Democrats because of decorum. We have to keep decorum. And have you seen the Republicans lately? Decorum. Shit.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
They don't. Is.
Well, that's,
Yeah.
in my opinion, is coming from the Jeffries and the Schumer era of Democrats that, oh, we could bipartisanship and kumbaya and rainbows and unicorns. No,
Yeah.
no,
There ain't no
no.
fucking rainbow and unicorns. We tried that shit before.
Because we're not going to pull those ones that are in the middle every time voting back over this way. If you hold up a paddle and look weak, because obviously the strong man is what people are wanting out front.
Yeah. And that's what they see in Donnie. They see that
Right.
in him. With all the
Yeah.
bullshit, that's the old, hey, that's some fuck
No,
you,
no,
yeah, we'll
no.
tear
No
it all
matter
down.
They see
what.
money. They see
Yeah.
money in Johnny.
But-
That's all they see is
Yeah,
money.
but Aussie here,
Yes, Combat. He does want
the
a
stuff that's even on
$250
our
bill.
commercials that are, the stuff that gets fed over here. There's not a commercial break that doesn't have a, selling drugs on the commercial.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, America has a drug
Big
problem.
farm.
I'm not sure it's too much to do with fentanyl.
It's
Has more to
not.
do with
It's
your
the
doctor's
corporate
office.
drugs. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the doctors get kickbacks, don't they? The doctors
Yes, they
get
do.
kickbacks on the script.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Prescribe this medicine. We'll give you a trip to
That's
Hawaii.
And
Or,
I can
know.
guarantee you, Trudeau, they'd be paying the biggest kickbacks for OxyContin. I bet you.
Oh, I mean, I'm just saying, what I'm trying to say is what is fed to America, over here, what they take in, like, all this reality TV and who's sleeping with who and fiance in 90 days and all
Real
this stuff. So it's
Housewives,
all the
Real
drama.
Housewives
and
of Texas.
Yes, yeah, right. Atlanta and Georgia, and New York and all that crap. So as long as it's drama,
drama
they're good
sells.
with it. And he brings the
And
drama.
that's what the news is doing.
Yep.
Drama sells. And
And they're
they
like,
want to keep.
and then they sit around and go, "Oh, did you see what he did today?"
Yeah, look at this shit. You thought
Well,
yesterday was. Yeah.
Be very careful because the latest one is that they're looking at pardoning the Derek Chauvin.
Yes,
that was,
Derek Chauvin.
Now,
The
do you
guy
think
that murdered George Floyd.
Do you
Yeah.
You're
think,
joking.
can I
No.
finish my sentence? Maybe.
Go ahead.
Do you think maybe they're doing that to stir shit up so that they can get people riled up in the streets? And
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
going
Maybe.
around that it's a
Maybe.
trigger. Yep.
Yeah,
They're
very
they're telling everybody just to calm down because it's a trigger. Yeah, they're trying to trigger it.
Yep.
But they could run their own false flag as well. Be careful of that. If
Yes.
you don't, they could run their own false flag.
That's right. That's right, Aussie.
There's a lot we have.
So
That's how
you're
come
in-
we
you're the
can't
world-
go immediately right into an impeachment, because he would use that right now as a weapon as saying, look, the Democrats just want to impeach me. If there's an impeachment, it needs to be solid.
Once you watch the Al Green's his whole 60-minute,
Right?
you'll understand why they censored him.
Oh, really?
And they say it was
I'm gonna have to
right.
watch that.
You'll understand why they censored
Good.
him.
Good. Good. We need that.
Well, you know, he's leading
We
by
can't
example,
have violence
which
in
is
the street.
Exactly.
We can have a voice in Congress every damn time we turn around.
Because he was the one that's already trying to put impeachment papers in, John. That's why they censored him.
I can
Was he?
understand how there is reason to impeach his ass. Just if
Oh
we
yeah,
do
he
it,
was talking about it.
was
He stood there and gave him the riot act, and he said if Obama had done
he's
he
yes.
said,
Oh
"Oh
shit!
hell no!"
Oh, the Republicans would have impeached his ass in day one.
Yes, yes.
And they would have obstructed, and they did. They obstructed
I
Obama.
know.
They obstructed Joe Biden, and everything they did, everything.
Yep.
Why we're
We need to
even
play the same
giving them
game.
time of day in terms of not doing that right back is beyond me.
I agree, Mr. Chick. Why?
Yeah. Well,
Being
don't know.
the problem is
We've
the
got to see more
Democrats
life
are
within the
acting
body
like
of the Democratic Party, though. There's got to be
well,
more
John,
fire in the
they're
belly.
acting like they're so punch drunk or so beat up, they're tired, they're worn out. So that's what they seem like, a worn out team. You know, needs a good coach in there to pump them up and get them all fired up. And they haven't got a true
Well,
leader really at the moment.
That's you know,
No.
and that's what I'm waiting on, and I think a lot of people are waiting on, is to see exactly who is going to rise within the Democratic Party, who is going to rise to the level that we need, a voice that's going to come
it's
through.
not Jeffries.
It's not.
It's not Jeffries.
It's not Jeffries, and I like that guy, you know, but
Yeah, I like him
he
a lot.
doesn't have the fire in his belly. To you know, I don't know who it is yet.
Nancy's got to go. We're done with that.
Yes, she's as corrupt as the rest of them. Sorry, but I don't like that woman. Since she said, "Oh, we can sell and trade shares," well, she was corrupt from there on with me.
Yeah.
You know, that's wrong. That's absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you want to find fraud, waste, and abuse, yeah, look in Congress. You'll find plenty of it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's extreme fraud, waste, and abuse now because they're just going by executive orders. They're not even voting on anything. They're just up there getting health
That's
care and
what I
walking
say.
around shaking hands.
Every department
Who's Congress?
head-
Congress who?
I know, Aussie. I know.
Well, they're negated right now. Republicans have control of the Congress, and they're not going to do anything that's going to upset the Grand Poobah. They're not going to defy him one bit at all that I can see.
So what do we? There's the fraud, waste, and abuse. What are we paying for? Then he just going to do his executive orders. Then they just need to go home.
Basically,
Yes.
Yeah.
because they're
What are
worthless.
they even there for? What are they even bothering to show up for?
We have
That's
to get
what your
more
dictator
forceful
does.
Because,
That's your
to get more
dictatorship
forceful.
right there.
in Congress. In
Hey,
Congress.
they're all running from the town halls. They're not answering the questions at the town halls. So
Yeah.
well, then
Yeah,
just
you're
go
not going to
home.
see very many Republicans having those all of a sudden.
But
Because
I am going to go down here, John, on the 11th to my local Democratic deal here and see what that's all about. I haven't, since I moved up in this district, I hadn't been down there yet, but their meetings is coming up. So I'm going to go down there and
I've
poke
got
around.
one
and
down here that
listen.
I'm thinking about attending and bringing my camera along
Yeah.
and trying to do a smack from there. So,
Okay.
yeah, you know, I include myself when I say we have to do more. I have to do more. I have a
Yes.
voice. We have a large family here, and our voice travels. And yeah, so I have to be. I have to
Well,
hold myself
unless you do it, John, and others like you, if you stop doing it, just imagine how easily the people will be led down the garden path if there was no podcasters doing what you're doing. You'd be by now. You'd be flying the Russian flag right now
I
of
can't
the
say enough
White
about
House.
Midas Touch. You know, if there was one program, I'd say listen to Midas Touch. They stay on top of the shit pretty damn well. And like I always say, this isn't a competition between any of us. I encourage you all to listen to the voices that are out there, to the groups that are using their voice. Yeah, maybe we all need to come together. And we have. I've been a guest at Tennessee Brando's house, They've been there with Leo Sahaki. Yeah. Anyway,
How long you been doing this now, John?
going on 9 years, Dave.
9 years, right?
Yep.
And in 9 years, you've gathered a large following. Now you times that by 1,000, and then let's hope next month there's 1,500 of you doing it. Because every week I keep seeing on my suggested sites new podcasters doing what you're doing. The young, most of them are quite young,
I
which
hope
is
more
really
young
good. Like
step up.
Like Luke Beasley and the other guy, his name slips my head.
Adam Mockler.
Adam Mockler, yep. Those two guys.
Tony Michaels,
very inspiring.
Army combat medic, is recommending Tony Michaels.
Yes, Tony Michaels too. Yeah, he really gets fired up.
Yeah, and once people start gathering onto these channels, I think that the momentum will gather, but it's going to be slow, sadly, because of the infection that Trump has put into the people. He's brainwashed a lot of stupid people.
Well, that's not a hard thing to find here in this country, unfortunately.
Well, that too, Aussie Dave, but you got a lot of hard-headedness when it comes to it, that they're not going to admit that they were lied to.
Those are the
agree
ones
with
those are the diehards. You're not, like the people up and down my street. They still got the "Let's Go Brandon" sign out. They're not giving up on anything. They're still got their 2024 signs all up and down my street. Flags on the highway.
That's called. That's an emotional commitment. Some of these people have put so many years emotionally into this that even though if Trump shot someone, they'll still have to say, well, he must have a reason.
He could kill somebody on Fifth Avenue, just like he said, and he wouldn't lose a vote. They'd praise him for it.
Yeah, they would enjoy riding the swirl down the drain with him, Aussie. You're right.
Yeah.
Right. They'd be like, "Ooh, this is fun. We're going in circles." I mean, it's amazing.
Well,
and yet the world is seeing the worst of America at the moment. And if you're a teenager coming through the system now and taking notice of the news and the bullshit, you would have a bad impression of America if you are a non-American. So it's alienating you as well, not just with the current public, but with the future public. He's alienating you.
I hope the young are paying attention. I do. And we got a lot of that. We have a lot of young voices in the Democratic side.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it stems from tragedy, but we've had some great kids step up. Young adults now.
What was the first kid that stepped up that Marjorie Taylor Greene attacked in the street? That led the victim of a mass shooting.
Yeah, that was from the shooting down in Florida at a school. Yeah, I know.
She chased him down the street. She chased him down the freaking street, with a bitch.
Oh yeah. And he's doing
she
well.
Kissed Trump on the she kissed Trump on the cheek as he was walking out.
Oh, she crawls up his ass every day. Her with her little hat on at the speech the other day, and if
there was such a thing as an arseworm, she'd be the poster child for the arseworm.
She's got it. Yep. I can't believe every time I think of Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene thinking that they were reelected. Are you shitting me? The bottom of the barrel.
What's happened to Matt Gaetz of late, guys? What's happened with Matt Gaetz lately? What's happened with Matt Gaetz of late? What's he been up to?
Hiding under a rock somewhere.
Hiding under a rock somewhere. He's trying to stay out of the public limelight, I guess, for a guy that.
But Trump's backing her for senator against I can't say his name right. Ossoff in Georgia. He's a Dem. He's a Democratic.
Ossoff is a Dem.
Yes.
Ossoff,
and Trump pushing for MTG to go up against him.
Really?
Please do. Please do.
I'd like to see the debate between those two.
Yep.
One has a brain and the other one wishes she did. Anyway, I guess we're going to wrap it up for the evening. I want to appreciate everybody that came by and used their voice. Leo, thank you for coming in. And oh shit, wasn't there somebody else? Oh,
Bernadette.
Bernadette. How
Bernadette.
come?
Bernadette.
Yes, a big special thank you to Bernadette for stopping in and chatting with us. She's still fired up. You could tell that. And I was just tickled to see her. Anyway, Kirk, appreciate your voice. You were fired up tonight, brother.
Well, I apologize if that was a
no
little too
apology
animated.
needed. No, sometimes we need to kick our own ass. It's not just about Trump.
I'll leave everybody with this. And again, Aussie Davis spot on this. These 10 Democrats today, including Jared Moskowitz, need to be contacted, and we need to tell them, you lost all respect from me, and the only way you're going to gain that respect back is to set aside your political and money interests, because those are not more important than saving this country's democracy.
Indeed. And when somebody uses their voice like that, you should be backing them up, not stabbing them in the back. Fuck your decorum. Fuck your rules. Anyway, Kirk, thank you very much. Come back, brother.
Take care.
All right, you too. And Dave.
Yo.
Well, you just got accolades tonight, and he's right. You always know. For somebody who's crossed the pond and you know, this American politics and shit, you know your shit. And we appreciate
Well,
that.
I keep my ear to the ground, and on both sides of the pond, and on my left and on my right. I mean, now China's poking around our
I appreciate
oceans.
those voices. Go ahead.
But with the China sort of skirting our oceans, I'm a bit more alert, which is a worry. China's at the moment are starting to flex a bit of muscle, and I think they're trying to say to the world, you know, America's on the downer, but we're here. Come and buy your stuff from us.
The China attacking Taiwan because they see.
Well, you'd be soft. Yes. Well, if China gets in too deep with the rest of the world, if China gets in their claws in where America used to have their claws in, Taiwan's history.
That's what we have to watch out for. Anyway.
Dave. Anyhow, good night, America.
Good night, Australia. Dave, thanks for coming in.
Good night, Mitchie Chick. Good night, Candace.
Good night, honey.
And Candace. Thank you, darling,
John,
for coming in. I appreciate it. Oh no, always welcome, baby. I appreciate you very much.
It was a good night. You know, it's a lot to take in for everybody, and I hope that more people start getting their information from non-cable move. You know, get a little bit of all of it. You know, take it in from every direction and search it out.
Yeah.
See who your representatives are. Do your research. You know, and get in the fight.
That one thing that pisses
it's going to be a long time. Yeah,
it is.
Get what really burns your butt, and then get down there and tell them it burned your butt. You know,
there you go.
Yeah,
that's how we get this shit done. Let them know it burns your
butt. I'm looking forward to the Beer Button Friday to see one of those new beers you got there. That should be interesting.
Yeah, I can already tell you which one it's going to be, but I won't. It's going to be a surprise.
Oh, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
No,
okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Candace. Honey. Thank you very much. And
all right, honey. Happy trails, y'all.
Happy trails to you too, baby. I want to call out Scotty Mack, who just came in with $3 donation, and it gives me hope. It says conservative here who can't stand Trumpers. That's why I make a difference between conservatives and maggots. And that conservatives, that we still have hope for conservatives in this country. They haven't all lost their mind. They haven't all gone down the tubes. But we need them to stand up. Anyway. Miss Chick.
John.
Boy, howdy. That was fun. You made it.
That was fun.
That was fun.
It was fun. And I just want to remind everybody tomorrow, It's National Women's Day. Actually, I've seen 2 dates. Tomorrow's the 7th. I've seen the 7th and I've seen the 8th. So I'm not sure who's got what screwed up.
Give them both. They
Do 'em
deserve
both.
it.
Now check for an activity in your area. There might be some people doing it the day before for some reason. I don't know. But there's also tomorrow starts the Amazon boycott. And that goes for a whole week, March 7th through March 14th. Yes, whole week.
So if you can go without using Amazon, do that.
Do that.
Ain't nothing they got that you absolutely need. Can't be
Right.
delayed.
And all over the country, there's a lot of stand up for science protests also. So look that up. Go to let's see if I can do it again. Let me post a new one. I had posted it earlier, but I'll freshen here and give you a new posting of where to go to see some of the events. People fill in their events, and you can just poke around by city, state, that
There you
kind of
go.
thing, and see if there's anything in your area that you're interested in helping out with. So let me just-
Outstanding.
Give me a second here. If that works. There we go. In the meantime, the veterans also have something coming up on the 14th. They
On
are
the
going to
14th.
be marching in Washington, I do believe.
They have a lot to march about right now.
They do. They're
Yes, they
going to
do.
be doubly ready for that. And I got to do more digging because, like I said, it changes on a daily basis. People come up with things all the time. There's usually every weekend there is several days worth of people rallying or marching. The more recent thing is because we have that problem here where I am, our Republican representatives won't do town halls, haven't done town halls. Well, they're starting to just advertise that some of the Democrats or actually some of the indivisible groups are telling the person, we want a town hall. Guess what? We have a place. All you have to do is show up.
All you got to do is show up.
Yeah, even if the person doesn't show up, they're still going to have town hall without their representative.
That's good.
It
That's
is.
good.
So check for those. There might be some of those going on in your area too. Check with your local indivisible group or a Dem group or something. Or even check with that Republican representative if you have one and say, hey, where's the, next time you're going to do a visit with it? What's up with that?
Yeah, really.
Put some pressure on.
Yeah, people are itching for it right now. They want to see their representatives. They have a few questions for them. Comments.
Well, it would go better if it's not too much of a scream fest, mind you. Try and have actual good questions, but they aren't going to answer them. They aren't.
No. Well,
Ask
be
them anyway.
respectful. Don't get up there and just say "fuck you."
Yeah.
That won't go.
Don't get drug
Don't
out.
do that.
You don't need to be drug out by your hair or anything. But anyways, John, we had some lovely people that shared some shit.
Hey, before we do the shit shares, I just want to call out Mary Caceres. She just wrote in the comments there that said, yes, National Women's Day. My daughter is due with her first child tomorrow, so I'm on baby watch. It's a boy.
Oh.
Prayers and wishes for a good, safe, healthy, and fast delivery for my baby girl. Love you. Thank you, Mary, and congratulations, baby. I'm sure everything will go smoothly you'll be grandma. There you go.
Grandma.
Anyway, these shit shares, you say.
I say.
Who are these shit shares?
Again, there was quite a few of them, John. I'm
Really?
having fun picking out all sorts of new ones. And thank you. Thank you. It's growing.
Thank you all.
Yes. So we had Gina J. from Virginia, Angela S. from Wisconsin, Kelly C. from Arizona, Andrew M. from Michigan, Philip G. from Minnesota, and Bobby A. from Arkansas. They all shared this
They
shit.
all shared this shit. And we appreciate the shit out of them sharing this shit. And guess what? You could share this shit too. We'd appreciate the shit out of that too. Anyway, this family is growing. So yeah, the voice, the family is growing just by that, by sharing it and being involved. And like I said, not only in mine but other shows also. Just the key is to be involved as much as you can right now, because we need you, and we're going to need you for a while. So hang on to your britches, baby.
Stay informed, stay involved. Yep.
There you go. Stay informed,
Keep
stay
showing
involved.
up and sharing our
Huh?
I said, and keep showing up and sharing our shit.
That's it. Keep showing up, share our shit and all that. Like, share, and subscribe. You see the buttons all down there. Anyway, it is Thursday, so mañana is Beer and Bud Friday, and I have beer. I have beer for tomorrow, so yeah, expect that. I'm sure there'll be no shortage of shit to talk about. In the meantime, pay attention, because shit's happening on a daily, hourly basis sometimes. So stay informed. It is the weekend, so try to get as much rest and relaxation as you can. We will be back here Sunday night for another Blue Dot family meeting. So until then, life's going to throw you a bunch of shit, and every day is going to end up in your face. But try to wipe it off and find that smile, because it's in there, and give that shit away. Anyway, I love you all for being here. Thank you very much. Miss Chick, I love you, baby. Thank you so much. And Bernadette, thank you so much for coming by. I miss your voice, and I miss your passing. Anyway, outside of that, Miss Chick, say goodnight, baby.
Good night, baby.